What is going on, my sexy, beautiful subscribers? Damn, girl, you're looking good, making me want to lick that eyeball. That's what girls like, right? I would like to wish you all from the bottom of my dark, black heart, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever other holiday you celebrate. Even if you don't celebrate a holiday, I would like to bestow this present of my beautiful face to you guys. Just telling you about my top 10 favorite anime and manga moments of 2015. And let me know down below if you would like a different video of my most anticipated anime coming out in 2016. I think that'll be a pretty fun video to make. Let me know down below. And before I start, I will say that there are slight spoilers simply because this is an anime and manga list, but the spoilers aren't going to be big enough where it's going to ruin the series or you're going to be pissed off at me for telling you. It's going to be small things, I promise. I promise. But anywho, let's go ahead and dive into this bitch. Number 10, the fact that we got a continuation of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Now, regardless of if you hate Dragon Ball Super or not so far, because let's get real, so far we've been recapping the movies with a few extra things added besides the manga. The manga is completely like way past the Frieza arc. But I will say that you cannot say that inside of you, your childhood, like your inner baby or child self, is not hype. Now, whether you let that child out and express how hype you are, or if you kept that baby in the cage like Kurama and said, bad baby, no, this is bullshit. We have to admit that that baby you was still hype regardless whether you let him out or not. And just the fact that after all of these years, we finally got a continuation of the show that most of us grew up and loved. It's just, it deserves a spot on this list, man. 2015 was great, even if that was the only thing anime related that happened this year, in my opinion. Number 9, I had to put Parasyte somewhere on this list, and I really thought about what part, like what made me happiest, what was the most epic part to me. The most epic part in Parasyte to me, for some reason, even though there are many emotional parts, has to be when Shinichi saw his mother come in that door and was denying. Even though he saw her doing all this weird shit and he knew that wasn't his mother, he was saying, I'm sorry. And just the heartache, and then that moment right there when his mother struck him down, and that's kind of what gave us the badass Shinichi that we will know for the rest of the series. That moment right there was just so impactful and emotional, and I actually see myself going back and watching that episode a few times along with other episodes from the series, because there are many amazing moments in Parasyte. Number 8, I've been waiting on this moment ever since I've seen it in the manga, and it did not disappoint. When Naruto and Sasuke got their sage powers, their sun and moon powers, whatever the fuck you want to call it, from Hagoromo. Sasuke's Rinnegan and Naruto's badass Sage Biju mode, whatever the fuck, 6 pads mode. Before this, in the Naruto verse, all hope seemed lost. Madara was winning, he activated the Eternal Tsukiyomi, Naruto and Sasuke seemed dead, but then they got to meet the Sage of 6 Pads, a ninja that we've been told about for I don't know how many episodes ago, like close to the beginning of Shippuden, and then he gives them these gifts of power to Naruto and Sasuke. It was such a hype moment, and just how Naruto came in and stopped Guy from dying, and a few other feats that he did that we never thought that we would see him do, just kind of set the tone that things are about to turn around. The good guys are about to come back. Team 7 is about to whoop Madara's ass. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything because as of the recording of this video, they just got this power and then we were hit by a fucking sea of filler. So I'm not going to spoil what's going to happen next, but just know that these forms are not going to disappoint. Number 7, Dragon Ball makes it back on this list with me going to see Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F, Resurrection F, whatever you want to call it. It was the first anime movie that I have seen besides Pokemon 2000 way back in 2000. And forgive my door opening behind me a few seconds ago. My puppy just said, you know what, you have to feed me right now. And she kicked the fucking door open. But anyway, let's get back to this. Fuck, what was I saying? Damn it, puppy! Oh yeah, it was the first movie that I have seen anime related in a while, in literally 15 years. So the fact that I got to see one of my favorite anime of all time on the big screen and see Goku and Vegeta's new forms and also Frieza's, and with this just oh my god community just around me, like everyone in that theater was hype, everyone was like screaming and jumping, and it was just such a good time. Like 2015 will forever be the year of anime to me, just because, I mean, I just cannot even explain how good it felt to go see a Dragon Ball Z movie in theaters with other people around me that love the series. And I also met a few people that recognized me, which was also cool too. You know, not trying to brag or anything, but I felt like a big dick right then. I was like, oh, come on, I'm nobody, man. But number 6, Prison School, the entire anime of Prison School, because I could not think of one moment to kind of weed out, because I have never ever laughed this consistently throughout an anime. Like every single episode of Prison School, I laughed out loud, not like a little chuckle, not like, you know, a little smile or like something is kind of funny. No, I mean like actually haha laughing every single episode of Prison School, and no other anime in this entire world has done that to me. So Prison School, you know, it's raunchy, it has boobs, it's funny, and it just has a lot of bro love moments that I love to see in anime. So I mean, it should be higher on this list in my opinion, but there are more things that have my attention, or that I remember more than Prison School. So, but just know that Prison School is fucking awesome. If you have not seen it, even if you're not a fan of like fan service in anime, Prison School is a must watch if you like to laugh. And who doesn't like to laugh? Number 5, entering slight spoiler territory, although it's coming up in the anime, Luffy's new transformation, Gear 4th. That was such a big thing. That was such a big step forward for Luffy in 2015. I'm not going to spoil why he did it or what it does. Just know Luffy is badass in Gear 4th, and everyone was so hyped. There were so many prediction videos. I even made one as soon as Luffy announced it at the end of that chapter, and that 2-week wait to actually see it was just so painful, and it did not disappoint. Like, I love how it looks, I love what it does, and I just love everything about Gear 4th, what it symbolizes, how hard Luffy had to train to get it. It's just an amazing power-up, and this is how power-ups should be handled in anime, in my opinion. Number 4, the Boruto movie. Me going to see it in theaters this year was amazing, because I mentioned my first anime movie was Pokemon 2000 that I've seen in theaters anyway. My second was Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, and then my third in the same year as the Dragon Ball Z movie, Boruto. Like, I got to see 2 anime movies after 15 years of being anime theater movie lists. I got to see 2 in 1 year, and that alone is enough reason to put it on the list, because like I said in my Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F thing, that it was just such a beautiful community. Like, everyone was hyped, there were a lot of people there, and I got to see one of my favorite animes on the big screen. And also, the Boruto movie was fucking amazing. I'm not going to spoil because a lot of people have not seen it. Just know that I do have a full review of it if you want to check it out and gauge if you want to watch it or not. But I love this movie. I'm going to get it day one when the Blu-ray comes out. It was an amazing thing, man. And like I said, 2015 is one of my best years in animes because of the movies and a few other things like Dragon Ball Z coming back. It was just such an amazing year for anime, although 2016 seems like it's going to be a little bit better in terms of big names coming back. That I also cannot wait for. Number 3, the relationship between Natsu and Zeref and the truth about N in Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail has been hit after hit lately. I mean, every single chapter has been epic in my opinion. And since I'm talking about the manga, I'm not going to spoil anything for Fairy Tail anime only watchers, but I will say that in the most recent chapters, when Zeref revealed something to Natsu and Natsu got this power up, which fuck, I mean, I cannot even begin to explain the emotions that chapter made me feel. Natsu went in, Zeref revealed something, and it's just like, wow, so what's going to become of Natsu and Zeref? Like, how is Zeref going to be dealt with? Like I said, I'm not going to spoil, and please no spoilers in the comments, but for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you have to admit that was a fucking amazing and epic reveal, and that just changed Natsu's mindset. Like, how is he going to do this now? But anyway, let's get off of this because I could talk about this all day, and I don't want to accidentally spoil any. Number 2, number 2, red hair Kaneki or the Black Death God Kaneki. I'm not going to go into this because a lot of people don't read Tokyo Ghoulery for whatever reason, although I think every Tokyo Ghoul fan should, because this is the season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul in like time skip form. Like, it's that good in my opinion. And with the new Kaneki having his hair covered in blood and the fan base calling him red-haired Kaneki or Kaneki, depending on which reviewer you watch, because I think Forever World came up with Kaneki, which is a dope ass name. And then with the recent reveal of Black Death God Kaneki, like I said, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but for those of you that know what the fuck I'm talking about, you know that this is the most hype and the best that we've ever seen Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul. Like, I mean, I reread that chapters more than I have reread any manga chapter in recent memory. It's just because it's that epic. Not just that one with the Black Death God Kaneki, but the few when he turned into the red-haired or Kaneki. So just know that Tokyo Ghoul is winning right now in the manga world. And number one, it's only right that I put One Punch Man at number one, and not just One Punch Man, not episodes 1 through 11, although every single episode is epic in its own way. Episode 12 of One Punch Man. Okay, let me slow down because I'm just too hype right now. I'm fucking hype as fuck to even talk about episode 12 of One Punch Man. Ever since the first episode, I knew that this show was destined for greatness, and just throughout the episodes 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 11, I knew that Saitama was like our Goku, like back in the day, our Goku. Saitama is this new generation's Goku. And then after episode 12, this, you know, forgive me for saying this, but this is like almost everyone's new favorite character. I mean, Saitama went the fuck in episode 12 of One Punch Man. One Punch Man has single-handedly, from what I've seen, turned non-anime watchers into like anime lovers. Like, there are so many people that I know of from school and just throughout my personal life that don't even, you know, haven't even glanced at any anime, but once they saw one fight from Saitama in One Punch Man, that immediately made them be like, damn, this is what I'm missing out on. This is what anime is. And I truly believe that Saitama is going to be a symbol. Like, maybe even up there with Naruto, Goku, Natsu, and Luffy as one of the most recognizable anime characters ever. Because, I mean, so many people are talking about it. And this is not just like your Attack on Titan or Tokyo Ghoul hype, where it's so hype when it first comes out and it kind of dies down a little bit. I'm not saying Attack on Titan or Tokyo Ghoul have died down, but you guys know what I mean. Saitama seems like he's going to be here to stay. I mean, this anime was fucking amazing, man. I don't have to go into detail why I think episode 12 is one of my favorite moments in One Punch Man, or my favorite moment in all of anime and manga of 2015, because it was just that amazing, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed my top 10. Tell me yours down below. Here are some honorable mentions that when I think of 2015, I'm pretty sure will pop up in my mind for the rest of my life. It has to be Gangsta, Sword Art Online 2, Naruto Gaiden, The Asterisk Wars, Young Blackjack, some things in the Attack on Titan manga. I mean, there are just so many things. It was really hard to just pick 10 things that I wanted to tell you guys. But 2015 has been a great year for anime and manga, and here's hoping 2016 will be even better. But tell me what you guys think down below. This has been JB the Uchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.